Hey guys, I'm finally back in the land of internet and water and power. If you think that you can't do boondocking because it's too hard or you don't have the right equipment, we are here to show you today that it can be done. All of these questions come to mind and it might seem like an overwhelming hassle. So we want to answer the question, is it worth it? We've been in this RV park for 2 months. Now we have to make the decision, do we go to another campground for the last month or do we chance it and go dry camping? And you guys know us, we're adventurous. We're gonna see if we can chance it in the west, in the mountains, in the trees that we love.
It's gonna be a fine day today, I can see.
All right, we're doing this. It's slightly like drizzling just a little bit, and wouldn't we know, the day that we're moving it's gonna be nasty weather, but it's not wet yet on the ground, so that's good. It's tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful, so all we have to do is get there and set up. We are getting all the looks.
Skies everywhere, believe you me.
Trying to find campsites to boondock here in Reno. Once you get above, the 6,000 foot mark, the road just turns to snow.
The sun's out! And I just called John and he had to pack all the way back down. He's got skills though, so he backed all the way out. I spotted 2 vehicles coming down that I told him about, and they have passed him. So now he's back on his way up. 2 minutes later and it's freezing rain! Freezing rain, come on! Make up your mind!
It's gonna be a fine day for us. 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 Now baby, I swear today will be a fine day for us.
I think we're probably in the minority in that we think this kind of stuff is really fun.
We crazy, let's not lie. We're just crazy.
Hashtag not ordinary.
Yeah.
Honestly, you just have to roll with the punches, and then if you have a blog or a vlog, then you just say, oh, it makes great content.
Oh, good footy.
Good footy, and you just laugh and you move on.
Okay, so the generator's all full of fuel, and now we get to see if it will electronically start. So here's everybody cross your fingers. Been a while.
We were having problems with the switch in Phoenix. It wants to. I'm gonna put music to this. This is a new workout. Disco music.
Hit a drill with a little 3/4 on it. Makes it so much easier.
When we first thought about hitting the road, like, this is what I pictured. This is what I pictured all of the time that it would be like, all of the time.
Be awesome.
Hashtag real life, it is not. Usually it's not like this, but that is why we love to boondock. In Phoenix, we boondocked for 2+ months. For the first 4 or 5 months of our RVing full-time journey, we stayed in RV parks. We were a little scared of boondocking.
It's a learning curve, just like everything else, there's a learning curve. We don't have solar right now.
We also don't have any fancy batteries. We have a Walmart 12-volt battery. It's not even an AGM.
I love boondocking for a lot of reasons. For me, I love just being out in nature. I love the privacy and the solitude of it. I'm the guy that could totally be the hermit. I really could. I like people too, don't get me wrong. What I do for a living involves people and interactions with people all the time, which is maybe why I like the solitude so much when it comes to like personal life. I like the space of it. I like kind of being able to spread out. We've been in a couple of RV parks. That one specifically, Liberty Harbor in Jersey, was crazy tight. I like the smell. I like the smell of being out in nature, especially in a pine forest like this. You can smell the pines and the nature sounds, birds, and all that stuff.
Right.
What about you?
A lot of the same thing. Actually, number one on my list is the lack of anxiety. That's what I love about boondocking. I get very anxious in RV parks about how loud our children are and
How loud
we are. I get anxious about what other people perceive our family as, and just because we live a very different lifestyle. But we're seeing more and more families, so it's definitely more and more acceptable. But I love being out here where I can let the kids kind of play and roam free within boundaries. We still have boundaries, of course.
This
girl.
Do you have a dog? Especially a larger one, being outside and able to let her out is one of the biggest advantages of being out here and, you know, dry camping or boondocking is we just, Cinder gets to kind of roam around free and doesn't always get to do, well, never really gets to do that in the RV park unless she's broken out of jail by one of the children. And then we get a call about it.
Yes.
Part of the trade-off of staying in places like this is that we have to manage our resources. So today, I'm topping off all of the resources. Okay, so we've got our water to fill up, our gas tank, and our propane. I'm gonna take the trash out.
Oh, you got all three?
I did.
I'm a people of Walmart right now.
Filthy, dirty children.
Yes, our kids are so dirty.
Up the mountain, to a place where I can sit my rocking chair. I rode my buddy up the mountain, and I'm never going back again, I swear.
This is not an ideal situation. We would much prefer to find fresh water for free like we did in Phoenix, but this is a good alternative. This is 39 cents a gallon here at Walmart. You can use any kind of jug you want. It's a little more difficult when it's not see-through, but it still works.
Oh yeah. You know, Kristen got these out with no problem. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble here.
Yeah, well, you know, this is the third fill-up, and I've done the last two, so it's your turn.
Well, maybe you should get that then.
No.
Here, I'll take the camera. Beast mode. Like it's nothing. Featherweight. We got the bungee cord for these things. So,
I had an idea.
nothing's worse than having to pay for water and then have it spill in your car.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. What do you do with your trash when you're boondocking? Well, this is what I do with my trash. No shame in this game. See this trash can right here? They're at every single Walmart. And if I have to go to Walmart anyways, then I might as well throw my trash away. Ta-da! Just lift the lid and then toss my bag of trash in there. So every time I go into town when we are boondocking, I take all the trash with me, no matter if the trash can is full or not. I just empty it out. In case there was any doubt in your mind, boondocking life is not really glamorous. Boondocking is not the end-all be-all. It's not a like all or nothing package either. We have discovered that it's not really feasible for us to be boondocking 100% of the time, at least not right now. And there comes a point where all of the things that come with boondocking become a hassle. And when they become a hassle, that's when we know it's time. It's time to go to an RV park.
Yep.
I think the benefits of RV parks are pretty evident, but
Yeah.
they, you know, unlimited water and power is huge. The internet, internet kind of runs our lives, obviously, with our YouTube channel and just with staying in touch with the world, or even communicating with John. Like here, I have no communication at all, so I have to drive to the top of the hill and check in once a day so he knows, like,
So I
we
know
aren't dead.
that everybody's okay.
Ability to meet people. It's
it's available to you in RV parks. You don't have to monitor anything because you have the full hookups. You don't have to monitor like what's our battery level,
yep.
what's our water level, what are our tanks full. Like we don't have to look at any of that when we're plugged in an RV park.
It is nice.
Finally, the RV parks are just simply cleaner.
This is boondocking. Well, it's probably not as bad if you don't have children. If you don't have children, it's probably not as bad. But we have 4 dirty children. One of them is hairier than all the other ones. But I swear they just roll in it. They just roll in it and cover themselves in it. I don't know what they do, but they are exceptionally.
We
fun.
gave Aaron the responsibility of tending to a fire yesterday, which he was over the moon excited, and he did a great job. But last night they were covered in soot from like head to toe, like smoke, campfire smoke, and dirt.
Look at you, Mr. Dirty Man. I do it this way because it takes less water for me to wash their hair. We like to put our generator kind of off, out of the way just a little bit, but it still has to be secured to something. So you can see back here, it's secured to a tree right now. We have it cabled around the tree and underneath the table, and the table has a tarp over it so that when it rains or if it starts to sprinkle or whatever, that it doesn't hurt the generator. It's movie time for the kids, so I get to turn the generator on. There's anybody out there that is kind of like nerdy number crunchers like I am, you might appreciate this next little bit when talking about whether boondocking is worth it for you. We refilled our 3 6-gallon water jugs from Walmart 4 different times. Also, we had to fill our propane tanks twice, where we had to fill propane tanks once, but there were 2 tanks. We were running the furnace at night because it was a little chilly. So that definitely burned through it a little quicker than somewhere else. We also used gasoline, about 8 gallons of gasoline in our tank while we were there for the 10 days. Another cost that I added in was the extra commute. I added about a 15 mile per direction, so 30 miles a day, extra miles than what John was already driving when we were staying in an RV park closer to the hospital. Our grand total came to $127 for 10 days. If you stretch that out for a monthly charge for comparison's sake, it comes out to around $350. Compare that to Sparks Marina, where we were staying. At the winter rate, we were paying $700 a month, and that was everything included. And so it's about half the cost, but you do have the hassle that you have to go get everything. You have to decide whether the hassle is worth it. In the summertime, that cost goes up to $12.50 a month, so that's definitely a huge savings. And some of you guys are really doing this because you're trying to save money and you think that you're going to be able to put a whole bunch of money away. And the truth is, if you stay in RV parks all the time, that's not likely going to be the case because those fees add up fast. Okay, let's talk about Phoenix in the Sonoran Desert. First of all, we got our water for free, we got fresh water free, we got dumps free. So the same 10 days in the desert would have only cost us $60, and for the month it was only $160 total. So you can see we saved big time when we were in Phoenix. So is boondocking worth it? That is for you to decide, but we think it is. Whether you are more into the boondocking or more into the RV
parks. We hope that this video kind of gave you a little bit of an outlook of kind of balancing the two.
All right, let's go. Let's get rained on.
Mama!